Jared and Lindsay back at Universal Studios again for Halloween Horror Nights. Doing another night at Halloween Horror Nights. But this time, we're going to do one of the Scream and Stay areas. And I think we're going to go do the Finnegan's area. That way we can hopefully knock out Stranger Things right away, because that seems to be the haunt that's had the highest wait time so far. So here we are in the Finnegan's Stay and Scream area. Let's see, it's starting to fill up. And the first haunts we'll get to hit at 5:45 are Stranger Things and Poltergeist. I don't know if you get a choice between the two, or if they assign you one and then you go and do the other one. But either way, that should be pretty good. Those were the two highest wait time haunts I've seen so far, with Stranger Things being the worst of the wait times. You get to see them setting up Vamp 85 scare zone for the evening. And here we go, we're getting released. I think we're heading to Stranger Things first. Well, it's been about an hour wait, but we're heading into Stranger Things finally. We just got done with Stranger Things for the Stay and Scream, so we got that out of the way. And tonight, Lindsay went ahead of me, and she stole every single scare. Every single Gorgon or whatever those things would have got me bad. Demogorgons, that's what they were. They would have got me, but they got her instead. It ruined it, but that's okay. Because I went first. I went first in every one yesterday. But what'd you think of Stranger Things tonight?
I liked it. It was great. I think they did a really nice job.
It's our first one. Now we're going to head back to, I think, Dead Exposure, right? But first we're going to walk through Chucky. Yeah, the Barrel of Monkey characters in Chucky just cracked me up, man. I can't wait to see him again tonight. Oh, the monkey's laughing it up. This church is so awesome, man. I'm gonna get up here and get a shot of this. I think this is my favorite thing here this year, is this church. Daytime walkthrough, Wicked Tradition. Oh, look at this guy. zone is unreal this year. Wow. It's hard to see this at night. Into Dead Exposure, 20 minutes. Slaughtered Cinema is also 20 minutes. We're hoping to do these back to back for zero wait. Hey, we get a good look at the facade for Dead Exposure. I'm not sure it's really only a 20-minute wait, but looks a little longer than 20 minutes to me, but we'll see. Oh, I love it. I can't wait for this. Oh, I was hoping you went through the little FEMA tent, but I guess not. There's the entrance. About to go into our third house of the night, Blumhouse, featuring The First Purge and Happy Death Day. So, two movies that I've not seen, so I don't know, as I go through this one, like, I don't know if it's good or not, other than whether or not it scares me, because I haven't seen those movies. Okay, so we did two haunts back to back. We did Dead Exposure and Blumhouse, and I think both of them are my least favorite haunts. Blumhouse especially. I didn't get scared in there at all. I thought they did the scenes well, but I don't know, man. It was too much light. It was obvious where the actors were coming from. I think it's time to quit doing the Purge at Universal. It's my opinion, but yeah, that one I didn't really care for. Dead Exposure had some good scares. It's the only thing about Dead Exposure I didn't like was the strobe lights. So if you're sensitive to strobe lights at all, be aware Dead Exposure is 100% strobe. I mean, there is no other lighting other than strobe. It doesn't strobe continually. It has a cool effect where it strobes a little bit, then goes dark for a few seconds and comes back on. And that's kind of interesting. That allows for some cool scares. And I did get scared. A damn dragon just went off. That was scarier than Blumhouse. But what I was going to say is Dead Exposure, that effect was cool, but it was way overused. Being throughout the entire haunt kind of ruined it, you know. Other than that, the haunt looked good. I got separated from the group somehow, the group in front of me and the group behind me, and I was completely alone for part of it. And that made it kind of cool because that was kind of scary, but other than that, it was probably, I'm not saying it was terrible, but it's one of the weaker haunts here. And Blumhouse, I'm going to say, is kind of like, I don't know, man. I didn't care for Blumhouse at all. Sorry. Quick food and drink break. I got a Dufftoberfest from Springfield. But we also each got some Bumblebee Man tacos from the Bumblebee Man taco truck. So the Dufftoberfest beer is actually pretty good. It's a little caramely. I really liked it. The Bumblebee Man tacos, they are good. They're quality. I'm not sure I enjoyed those particular flavors, but it's quality tasting. It's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not sure the flavors are my particular tastes.
I think I liked the Carn one. Carn is however you say it. That one was really good. Steak and cheese. I thought that was pretty good, but I did not care for the Korean flavor in a taco.
That is awesome. Sam Funko Pop? Want to see if we can find one?
Yes. Sure.
Look at this.
I have a lot of questions. I don't have much.
What makes it
candy corn.
Yes.
Candy corn. I wonder if this is Sam with his mask off. Sorry.
That's okay.
The store is incredible. I can't believe we've never been in here after all these years.
No. That's great.
There's just as much decoration in here as there is in the park. I'm about to do a quick run through of Killer Clowns from Outer Space tonight, but I'm going to warn you, what I've noticed about this scare zone so far this year is it's not much of an actual zone where people are getting scared. It seems to be like the selfie zone almost. But I mean, I don't really know what those clowns can do in those giant costumes. But we're going to take a look anyway because it's pretty cool looking. Check out how awesome this special drinks and eat concession stand looks I like here. Woo! Man, that looks just as good as some of the scare zones. That is incredible. All right, heading into Trick or Treat. And it is busy tonight, so we're only doing our favorite ones at this point. And this is one of our favorite ones, so we're going to see what it's like tonight. Well, Trick or Treat was just as good today as it has been. I did miss a lot of the scares because everybody's kind of choosing to scare that little group right there in front of me, those little kids. But it was still awesome. That's a great haunt. One of the best this year. moon because you can get a real good shot of the projections that they do on the buildings in the Killer Clowns from Outer Space scare zone. So I thought this was hilarious. It's kind of hard to see if you're walking through the scare zone, but you get a real good view of it from over here. Also can see some of the buildings over in San Francisco lit up, so it's a pretty awesome sight. Oh, whatever's going to take off now. Looks like they're showing just like clips from the movie on it now. Lindsay's taking a load off because it's a lot of walking. So while the lines for all the haunts are extremely long tonight, a lot of the ride lines aren't. So we took advantage of that and jumped on the Mummy real quick. And like a few rides, for some reason, that was the first time you'd ridden the Mummy. What'd you think?
I liked it. I thought it was really good. I just don't like the sudden stops.
Yeah, that one can be a little bit jerky like that, but still a really good ride. So we're actually going to take off early tonight because we've done everything we wanted. We didn't get to do a ton of haunts tonight, but we've done them all overall. It's just packed in here, and we're pretty tired, so that's going to be it from in the park.